Hey guys, it's Ethan, and I am 5 months on T. As everyone says in their videos, time flies. Man, when I look back when I first started, it just seemed like it was going to be forever before things started rolling for me. And now I look back and I'm like, I just can't believe how fast they rolled for me. So, we'll start off with some physical changes. There's more hair, a lot hairier than I mean, I knew I was going to get hairy because I was already pretty hairy as female bodied, but there's just a lot more than I thought. And the hair on my stomach is all starting to just kind of go to the middle, nicely laying. Um, Always have had the happy trail and all that. Probably just more hair. I am covered in a film of peach fuzz, and it's about a quarter inch long. And my partners, when we play with the girls out in the backyard and the sun's shining on me, she says that there are some hairs that are longer than the other, probably the existing hairs, but that I am getting more and more hair. And I have been, my back has been tickling, and she thinks it's the hair growth. I don't look like a bear in the back. She says it's just a fine peach fuzz, but we'll see what happens down the road. I haven't lost any hair. Of course, you see my hair, my head. It's this is the third day after a haircut. Yep, already. And I have a good head of hair. Always have. Thank my dad for that. And you see my eyebrows, even though they still look shaped in the sun, they're very bushy. So I'm waiting for that to get darker. Let's see. Oh, and my voice. You guys can probably tell my voice better than I can because I hear it all the time. But how I feel, and I've noticed it. I've asked certain people, well, not certain people, but people I've been around, does my voice sound like I have a cold? And they said, yeah. I don't have a cold, and I'm not suffering from allergies. This is just the way my voice has been for at least a week now. It'll get really dry, and then it won't be dry, and it just feels like when I try to project my voice, I can't project my voice right now. It gets real raspy and like I'm hoarse. So I'm thinking maybe the voice box, the vocal cords, they're all thickening up, whatever they do. I am swollen on this side. Let me see. Yeah, I'm swollen on one side. My mom has been noticing it and going down to the middle, and I'm a little swollen right, yeah, right in here. And she's worried about that. I've had it for a while. I have a thyroid disease. I've always been told the lymph nodes will swell with this thyroid disease I have, but she wants me to get checked out. So I see my endo next Tuesday, and I told her I would check that out. So if any of you have had any swelling in your lymph nodes or anything, let me know. I had my labs done. My cholesterol's good. I have genetically bad cholesterol. I've been on cholesterol pills probably for a good 10 years now. My mom carries it genetically, and but the levels have been down really low, haven't gone up being on T, and my blood pressure's good. Just had an EKG. My heart's normal. Rhythms are good and strong. Uh, I've been at my mother-in-law's for the past 3 weekends now. She had a major leak in her mobile home that damaged some ceiling, and I had to gut all that out. And I've been working really hard, rolling a roof, um, fixing leaks, and putting some flashing on around the mobile home. And this past weekend, I hung sheetrock and put insulation back up in it, and hung sheetrock, and we painted and redid molding, just the whole thing. Any of you know anything about uh, repairs and upgrades, then you know that's basically what we've been doing to this mobile home. And what I've noticed through it is that I am really strong. My partner couldn't help much with the sheetrock. I had to do it, most of it, and she helped it long enough to where I could lag in a couple screws and then hold it up myself and do the rest. And so I mean I was working hard. We worked probably from an average of 10 o'clock in the morning until 7 o'clock at night, and taking a break for lunch, but not really breaking any other time. Um, but we got her done, got her fixed. We had a bad rain after I did the roof, and there was no leaks. So the leak was had been there for a long time that no one saw. They just kept patching it, and she kept feeling like that the roof was leaking, and I couldn't see it until it showed in the spare bedroom. So anyway, that's been what I've been doing, and I've noticed that so my strength, and I've talked about at the gym. I haven't been at the gym because we've been doing this, and I'm disabled in my feet, so I'm telling you, I haven't been able to do a lot during the week just because I've been working on our mobile home so much. Uh, oh, and she has informed me that I look much more masculine to her. That my forehead, um, my face, my body, how it's shifting. She says I look a lot more masculine and told me that I was good looking, but that's your mother-in-law for you, right? So, hair, I've got a lot more hair. I don't have a mustache. A lot of guys do, which really surprises me because of all the hair I've got. But I've got a big patch right in here. You can hear it. My chin, I've got a lot of hairs there. There's dark and blonde. I don't let them grow out because it's patchy. I've got some in here. Um, I could feel it with my tongue when I go up against it, but you really can't see it. My nephew, who looks a lot like me, is turning 21 this month, and he told me that he can't grow a mustache yet. He's got all the hair here and all the hair here and down here, but he can't grow a mustache. So I'm kind of wondering if I'm going to be like that. I got the little, I could really feel it here. Right now I'm shaving because I don't like the patchy look. It looks scraggly, which I probably will look scraggly because I'll tell you that in a minute what's happening. But anyway, so that's about the hair. I do notice a difference in my face. My mom said my ears were changing, and I just think maybe, no, I can't do this stupid thing in the webcam and look at myself. But I think I'm just getting some more cartilage on the lobes. I've always had pretty nice ears for my size. My mom has big ears, my brother has big ears, and I always, again, got my dad's ears and stuff. So I think they're kind of getting thicker in the lobes. My nose has gotten just a little bit more cartilage. A couple months ago I was worried about it growing out. My mom has a bigger nose, and my dad brought the petiteness to us, and I thought maybe I was going to be geared looking more like my mom. My brother looks so much like her, but I think I'm panning out and going to be pretty even with the Doral and the Baldwin look. So let's see. Hair on my stomach. It looks really nice. It's laying down really nice. It's not real long, and my back's been tickling. I think I talked about that. So here's the other things that's been going on. I spent, when I was down off my feet recovering from the working at the mobile home, I spent hours and hours on the phone getting fax numbers and faxing my name change, and wouldn't you know, the only place of business that has yet to do it is the state of California, my where I retired from, which means that the benefit package has not been changed, which means my insurance goes by the birth names, which means when I get my shot I'm still being called my birth name, and I'm not really liking it. I've got all my ID in my legal name, new picture. I just have to get my state ID updated. So I've been on that, doing a lot of that. Now, here is the big news. Some of you have already know because you've watched previous videos that I am headed for top surgery. Well, tomorrow morning we leave. I have pre-op at 1 o'clock tomorrow, and Thursday morning I am the first surgery at 6 a.m. I report at 6 a.m. So I'm excited. I can't wait. But when I talk about it, I kind of feel bad because I know there's guys out there that haven't had it done, that's probably waited longer than I have as far as since you've transitioned. And I want to say this to you guys. Your time will come. I know you don't see it right now because maybe you don't have the money. I didn't have the money. I wanted to transition when I was 29 years old. I'm 50 years old now. At that time, surgeries are like $60,000. I never thought I'd have the money. So that's why I always never transitioned, always put it aside, But I have got the money now, and it's exciting for me. I can't wait. It's been a long time. My partner says, "You are so done with sports bras and binding," and I said, "I am done. I'm just done." And I know everything will go well. I mean, I believe in the higher divine, and I'm on this journey for a reason, and when my time's done, it's done. So either way, I'm good, I'm happy, I'm content. So that being said, we're going to travel up to San Francisco and enjoy a nice meal tomorrow night before I'm down for the rest of the week, and we'll go from there. I will try to update you, and if I'm not too shy, I will have my partner film or videotape the me coming out of the surgery or whatever. I am a little shy about that stuff, so we'll see. Maybe I won't be because I'll feel so good about it. But that's what's been going on me 5 months on T. Maybe you guys know. Oh, I wanted to ask you guys. I was on 50 milligrams a week or 100 every 2 weeks in the beginning of T, and then I asked her to up it because my T levels were only at 515, and I felt that they needed to be at a higher rate because I should be in a puberty stage. And so she said she'd do it, and so for 10 shots, I was at 62.5 milligrams. I did labs Friday, and then she wanted to recheck it before my next shot, which was yesterday. My shot was today, but labs were yesterday. So Friday and Monday I did labs. And my testosterone level Friday was 1009. And then it dropped to 936 on Monday. I remember my endo saying that when the body has too much testosterone, what happens is the testosterone turns into estrogen. She did a estradiol level, and prior to T, my body wasn't making estrogen. I have 46. It just says 46. I forgot how it was measured, but so now I have estradiol. So when I went for the shot today, she dropped it down to 50 again. I don't want a lot of estrogen in my system, so if the T is going into estrogen, then I'm in agreement to shoot down the T dosage. But if this is all normal for anybody who knows at around my age at 50 years old, shoot me a comment please and let me know, so I have something to talk to her. I see her next Tuesday afternoon, so I have something to talk to her about. If you have any references, I'm going to do some research myself, but just in case you guys have been through it and have any advice. If it's norm and she's on the right track, then I'm good. But if there's something that I need to bring up to her, then I would like to do that. Alright, I've talked your ear off enough. I'm at my 15-minute limit, and I'm sorry that this is such a long, probably boring video for you guys, but just a lot of info and a lot of thoughts and stuff on the way. You guys have a great week, and I will be trying to update you on the surgery and what's going on. Alright, take care of yourself, and remember, one day at a time. It's your journey. Make it as simple as possible.